success in this business is product and building products that consumers want to buy. Just to put my sales hat on for a minute, I think at Chrysler Group, we've had a pretty good run over the last couple of years of building products that consumers have wanted to buy. Here in the U.S. market alone, 2011, our retail sales, excluding that of fleet customers, was up 43%. We were up 23% last year, and so far calendar year to date, we're up 15%. And if we go back since 2010, it's not even close. We've been the fastest growing automaker in the country from a retail share gain perspective. We've gained almost 2.5 times more market share than the next closest competitor over that period. We've gained 3.3 percentage points of retail market share. And as we look here and get ready to close out the month of June, all going well, that success will continue, both in the U.S. market. I'm looking forward to our 39th consecutive month of year-over-year sales growth. I know we have a number of Canadian journalists here today as well. Looking forward to our 43rd consecutive month of year-over-year sales growth in the Canadian marketplace. And I think what those statistics really do is underscore a philosophy at Chrysler of continuous improvement. Just trying to do a little bit better today. 2013 was a pretty good year for us. We picked up the 2013 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. We picked up the 2013 North America Truck of the Year, and we picked up the 2013 Truck of the Year.
As Reid said, we can't stand still. We're going to continue to push the market, try to move the needle, and to really drive where we're going with our brand. So we can't stand still. So when I look at this, you know, we've got our all-new Eco Diesel engine, the 3-liter, and you start to think about this. This is a situation, and you guys can attest to this, this has been asked for 15 years. You know, when is someone going to introduce a light-duty diesel? There's been a lot of talk out there, a lot of people saying this or that, and we've been looking at it for years, and finally, we're the first ones to bring this to market. So, it is the 3-liter, and I want to kind of put it into perspective. This thing is going to come to market 240 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. And so you step back and you start thinking about that. In our heavy duties, since 1989, we've had our Cummins diesel engine. If you go back to that early time frame and you look at the numbers from the horsepower and torque standpoint, this engine exceeds them. As we see the economic growth out there, as we launch Ram Commercial and get into all of that, we have now a lineup that will go head-to-head with everyone in the marketplace.
You know, Bob and Reid mentioned all of the great towing capabilities that we offer in 13 on the heavy-duty 3500. But there's also a strong customer demand for increased capability without having to step into that diesel, and that's what the 6.4 is all about. It's designed up front as a truck engine, and therefore it meets all of our tough truck durability requirements. It's compliant in both a chassis as well as a dyno emission certification. It has an active runner intake system so that it provides that low-end torque that is required in a heavy-duty truck, but without sacrificing that high-end power. And again, Bob mentioned this, and this engine delivers best-in-class 410 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. If you look at the torque curve between this engine and our competition, as well as the 5.7, this thing generates as much torque as the other guys, but at 800 to 1,000 RPM less. So down in the basement, you're getting that strong, tough torque that a truck really needs. Just a couple more points. This engine is based off of the legendary Hemi foundation. It shares a lot of components as the 5.7, as well as the manufacturing process. all of which are proven out in the field with millions of customer miles. So this is a very proven engine. It's a very strong platform. We're very excited about it. But really what sets this engine apart from the 5.7 is all the technology that we put into it to not only improve the power, but to improve fuel economy as well as cost of ownership. So right off the bat, this engine, like I said, delivers great low-end torque. So we're now able to utilize our cylinder deactivation system, our MDS system that we've had on light duties for years. We're able to use it on this engine. So when you're in steady state, driving down the highway or in the city, this engine will seamlessly transition from running on 8 cylinders to running on 4.
The good news is we 2009, we offered a link coil system on the light-duty pickup truck, and we've been receiving accolades for best-in-class ride ever since. Right, so we've applied that same knowledge to develop a link coil system for the 2500, and it comes at no compromise to payload. As a matter of fact, we've increased the payload to the Class Max 10,000 pound GVW. So there's no compromises in payload at all. It consists of 4 very sturdy trailing arms, 2 massive multi-link suspensions, a track or multi-link springs, a track bar for lateral support, and that's really in a nutshell the package. So it's a very straightforward package. And the great thing about a link coil design like this, it's far more tunable than a Hotchkiss design, so therefore we can work on suspension kinematics so that we can actually improve not only best-in-class ride, but we can also improve our loaded handling. So we get a much better loaded handling ride and feel to it. So all around, it's a great package over a Hotchkiss design.